What's up, Schultz here? It's summertime. Fishing's easy. Ties are easy. It's dog days of summer. We got water right now, but when we don't have water, fishing can be difficult. So having the proper fly, proper presentation, dealing with the low and clear conditions takes a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of thought, not only when you're out there presenting the fly, but when you're at the vise, feeding them something a little bit different. So one of the flies that we've had success with has been this little guy. Little double dragon, double barrel popper, a little soft tail action there. You can do it in a bunch of different styles, different colors, different variations for all the different dragonflies and damsel flies that frequent the rivers of North America and the Midwest. So I'm going to show you how to tie the double dragon here. It's a quick one. It's a simple one. You can fill your box pretty quick. These style heads come in a bunch of different colors, blue, black. Also, you can get them in white. You can color them up with markers and do all kinds of fun stuff. So possibilities are endless. But the fly is fairly easy to tie. I'll show you a couple little quick tips and tricks to get it done. Starting with the hook. I really like Eric's. I really like the Trout Predator Light. It's a TP605, just a light wire version of the popular TP610. This happens to be a size 4. The head happens to be a size small. Okay. Odd stuff that you're probably not going to find at most fly shops that you're going to need for this. You're going to need some shrink tubing. You can probably get this in a bunch of different colors. I happen to have black here. This little nifty tool called a needle set by Stonfo. It's got a loop in it, pulling hopper legs through, pulling legs through foam, pulling legs through the shrink tubing I'm going to show you here in a minute. Montana fly, sexy floss, comes in a bunch of different colors. This happens to just be black in size medium. You could go black size small if you want, if you're tying smaller ones. Wing material, you could use anything from Senyo's Predator Wrap to Crystal Flash to other products made by Montana Fly. It's just a sexy floss barred leg. Comes in a bunch of different colors. And that's pretty much it. If you want to get fancy with it, you can put eyes on these flies. But, for this video, we'll keep it simple and get you something to fill your box fast for this time of year. So, again, we're going to start. This happens to be a TP605 in size 4, the lighter wire version of the TP610. Just going to put that right in the vise. Pretty simple. With this fly, I don't really do much besides put down a little bit of a thread base and then glue it. You could use some sort of Loctite super glue gel. Very popular product here at the shop. A little dab of super glue on there. A little half hitch or whatever you want to do just to secure that. Cut that guy off. I'll slide that head right over that thread. Make sure it's straight. If I was tying a batch of these, I'd probably put together a bunch of head and hooks, glue them, set them off to the side, let them dry while you're waiting there. And that should lock that in pretty good. Back to your thread. Lay this down, just get it prepped up. And then I'm going to show you a couple things with the material that we're going to use here. So I'm just going to take that Montana Fly Sexy Floss, grab a few strands of it. You might lose a few when you're doing this, so grab a few. I happen to have roughly 8. I'd say 8 to 10, kind of where you want to be. Just kind of cut that off, so you just got them loose. You're then going to take your shrink tubing, cut a little piece of that shrink tubing off. All right. Another tool that makes this pretty easy, Zuddy's leg puller. It's just a reverse needle glued into a piece of wood. They make a mini version of this and a full size. This happens to be the full size. And I'm going to show you how to do this. Take the shrink tubing, go ahead and throw it on there. Got your material. Clean it up there. They're all the same length. Get them wet. And you're going to stick that right through here. It's a little tricky. Might not get them all. That's fine. That's why you grabbed a few extras. So I pull this through there. Kind of grab it and just pull that down. Kind of load these up. The ones that got away. All right, now that you're loaded up, I get those straight off the end. This unruly one, get rid of him. Take this, pull that right over. All right, so now you're looking at something like that. Take these, give them a little cut. Take a lighter. Got that on there. Figure out how long you want it to be. A little cut. Like so. Try to keep it right on the top. Get that locked in. So I think this is a better mouse trap than using like a foam or whatnot. It's very durable. And then when a fish comes up and grabs it, you don't get that kind of tilting factor what you'd have if you had something that was stiff off the back end. Just some basic hackle. Could be a saddle hackle from the streamer. You could use Chinese strung saddle hackle. Use whatever you want. Mix this up. You could use grizzly. No rules here. It's fly tying. Do whatever you want. Take that, tie that in. Pretty simple here. Just wrap that on up. No need to use, high quality dry fly hackle if you don't want to. This is, you got enough foam on there that'll float. All right, get that all locked in. Trim that off. Make it real easy and durable. Put a little super glue on the thread. Wrap that in there. Throw a half hitch in. Call it done. That super glue in there, it's not going to go anywhere. All right. Now, back to this tool. This is going to pull your legs through the foam. This works for deer hair as well. Just run that right behind the eyes there. Push her on through. This little part opens up. All right. And you can make up a little mixture of whatever you want. So I've got some Senyo Predator wrap. Lay a little bit of that down. All right. Grab some of this. This stuff comes in a bunch of different colors. Orange, blue, olive, brown, gray. You name it. This happens to be I believe, damsel fly blue. Lay that on there. Like so. Hook that right in on the side there. Kick out. There it goes. Just pull that right on through. A bodkin works here as well. You can use the end of your scissors. Pull that stuff through there without ripping it completely out. Trim her up a little bit. Boom. You got yourself a nice, simple pattern. It could easily be thrown on a 6-weight rod. You want to put eyes on it, feel free. But it's kind of a low rider. Kind of sits down low, not perfectly on the top, like a little struggling damselfly, dragonfly. So I'm going to use this for, just straight up dead drifting it. sight fishing scenarios where I'm spotting fish and dropping a fly on them. You know, it's a good fly for, we see it a lot on our home waters where you have a fish come up, examine the fly, maybe not take it. They'll turn, they'll start swimming away and give it a little pop. And a lot of times they'll turn back around and eat it. But it's just a really simple fly, very effective. Double dragon. I might fish this on down to maybe 3X if they're being really picky, but most of the time you can throw a fly like this on 1X, 10 pound, 8 pound, whatever you like to use. Possibilities are endless, colors are endless. You can do whatever you want, match the hatch, but black is usually a pretty good option this time of year. So basic fly with double dragon.